Welcome everybody, I'm RJ the Nerdy Brew, and here on this channel we talk TV, movies, and everything in between, all while drinking a cup of coffee. Now if you like one of those things, or all of those things, why don't you consider subscribing, and hit that notification bell, and becoming a fellow Brewster. So today, fellow Brewsters, we are reviewing Tom and Jerry 2021. The movie stars Tom the Tomcat, Jerome Jerry Mouse, Chloe Grace Moretz, Michael Pena, Peter, written by Kevin Costello, directed by Tim Story. So the premise of the movie is that Tom the Tomcat is this cat who goes to New York City, and he's trying to make it off of his talents of being musically gifted. So he's in New York, and he's having this musical con, but he's also playing, and he's trying to get money in his pocket so that he'll be able to live and thrive in the city. Who's looking to have a better life for himself, better living circumstances, is Jerry, who's a mouse, but he doesn't want to live like all the other mouses. And also, cartoon animals are just the animals. That's what it is in this world. The dinosaurs and everything else, there's a reference to it, are all animated, mixed in with our lived in 3D world combined with their 2D. So he doesn't want to live like the 2D other rodents and other animals. So he wants to have a better lifestyle for himself. So he sees the grind that the Tomcat is going on, or Tom. He sees his grind and his hustle, and then he tries to impede on that like any F-boy would, and tries to mess over this man's hustle. So that gets Tom upset, and that starts their classic rivalry that we end up knowing. Then the story shows Chloe Grace Moretz, Hit Girl, as she's trying to be this young girl in New York, trying to make it and find a job herself. She goes to this job interview at this prestigious hotel, and she cons the girl who is, or runner-up for the job, who was fit for the job. She cons her out of it, and she ends up getting the job. And she just really, her story is manipulating her way and bumbling through the job, but she clearly qualified for it, but she just seems to scheme and hustle her way through the hijinks that ensue. Jerry ends up making residence in this hotel, and he is known as a rodent. Chloe Grace Moretz hires Tom the Tomcat to get rid of the rodent problem, right? So everything that they're doing is really destroying this prestigious hotel, and the problem that seems to face everyone is that there is this elegant and extravagant wedding that's undershoe behind this rich couple, right? And they just trying to make sure that the rodent of Jerry and any other thing that can go wrong doesn't go wrong, so they'll be able to have this successful wedding. And also, with them trying to have the wedding, it's them trying to grow to see if they can solve the problems. Michael Pena is Chloe Grace Moretz's boss. He seems to be the only one that's trying, and when it comes to acting, anyway, he was one of the highlights that I will say. And he's really just about his job, but he's also rigid and a stick up his butt. But he's very efficient, but they try to play him like the fool, or he's the butt of the joke. What they're trying to do with the movie, or to finish off the plot of the story, is that they have this wedding go off successfully at this hotel. But knowing that this movie is for kids, and it's Tom and Jerry, it's very destructive, and things that they plan to go well don't go so well. and it's trying to have a resolve to make sure that everything will go on successfully. So that's really the premise of the movie, but I will obviously say that the movie is visual noise, and there was just a lot of stuff happening on screen where it didn't really matter whatsoever. It was just there to be like a mural that you just walk along and you see what it is and then you're done. They had all the jokes. The jokes end pretty early. The jokes land flat in the movie. None of them are compelling. The thought or the idea of the joke was funny, but the execution was trash. Then there was this guy, he's a supporting character, and he looks like El DeBarge. Ooh, and I like it. Ooh-doo-doo-doo. It's a great song. Anywho, yeah, dude look like El DeBarge. And to me, besides Michael Pena, he was the best acted actor in the whole entire movie. And I don't know who he is, but I would like to see more of him and where he goes. He just seemed to have the most substance and weight, and he was very a side character. And everyone else was just was really phoning it in. And the thing is about this movie, I just really felt like, yo, like I died slow. Like I was being tortured, and I could have just definitely waited. Nah, it wasn't even a waste of money. It was a waste of time. So I did not like this movie. Also, it being a waste of time, there was Tim Story was a director. Tim Story also directed Fantastic Four, and some of the silliness that was infused in Fantastic Four, I can see why they grabbed him to be a part of this movie. Natural to be.
Girl, shake that looking for Mrs. Bubblegum. I'm Mr. Chico Stick. I wanna dance cause you so thick. Girls call me Jolly Rancher, oh, cause I stay so hard. You can suck me for a long time, oh my.
Because that's in his skill set of hijinks and also just corny jokes. That's all I'm gonna say right now. But his sensibilities and his talents and his skill set of how goofy how things are, that's what he just was really apparent to apply in. So with him being Tim Story, the story really felt flat. And there are definitely other better animated movies. Cool World with Brad Pitt, Who's Framed Roger Rabbit, and also Space Jam. Even Looney Tunes Back in Action. The whole first like 15 minutes of Brandon Fraser being on the WB lot, that was hilarious. Yes, when it comes to animated movies, there's a lot of good movies out there. I would say like the original Beauty and the Beast. Alright, I'm just gonna go down the list, you know? The original Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Fern Gully, every one of the Toy Stories for myself. Those movies, Soul, Wreck-It Ralph, especially Wreck-It Ralph 1, those movies have a lot of things to be an overall good animated movie where it has themes that are able to be conveyed to mature audiences, but then there's also this colorful visual effects. There is great comedy that both children and adults could enjoy. There's strong stories, strong character development, realizing certain things that everybody could go through, but they convey it in a way for children that just makes it more appealing. With this, I'm gonna give this a Nerdy Brew grade of a 2. I did not like this movie. You and the children could avoid this movie very, very much. I am so waiting for March 5th so I can get on with these reviews, because this was a lull. I tell you, I really died slowly for you guys. But hopefully March 5th and this cup of coffee can have me rejuvenized, revitalized, so I'll be able to just manage till we get there to March 5th. But until then, please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I also want to thank all the new Brewsters for being here. Thank you. And I appreciate you. I would love to hear from you guys because this is a platform and a community that is definitely for all of us. So I would love to hear your personal reviews and thoughts, and just tell me what you thought. Comment below, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that we can get this in the algorithm so that we be able to bring more people to the community. And I'm gonna bring this video to an end. And I want you to be you, do you, see the bigger picture. Have a fantastic day because you deserve it. This is that channel. Peace.